welcome back here. We are just finishing up warm-ups for the semifinal rounds of the NEBA 995. This is the Savage Arms Open here in Chicopee, Massachusetts. We're going to be using lanes 31, 32, 33, and 34. So on the left-hand side of your screen here, we're going to have the match between Thomas Coco and Colby Higamoser. On 33 and 4, we actually have our two picks.
Yes, yep.
Brandon Vallone and Chris Forey.
Just don't tell Chris that I picked Brandon. I don't want him to hit me.
Again, you technically did pick Chris first, but then you were nice enough to let me have the pick.
The way, like I said, the way Brandon's been throwing it, it's gonna be a tough match here.
You
It's gonna
did
be a good
pick
match.
the guy averaging 250 in match play, but you know.
He also beat me, so I'd feel a little bit better too. Even
it always does feel better when you lose to the when the person that you lose to wins the tournament.
Yep,
So I understand why you might go with that pick.
he's a good kid too.
Absolutely. When I was in Albany, I used to run into him on Tuesday nights at a center that was fairly close to my house. There was a small tournament they would run on Tuesday nights, and it was always sport shots.
Yep.
And I would watch him average 230, and I would watch my ball run the 3-pin over and contemplate my life decisions. You know,
Yep. I know that feeling. The knuckleball doesn't always work.
I think we're similar in how we like to shape the lane.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say
absolutely.
We're pretty on par with that.
We tear the cover off the ball. We can hook it from wherever.
Yeah, EJ Take's got nothing on us.
Yeah.
But again, we are here in the round of 4 of the semifinals of the Savage Arms singles. Again, shout out to Al Casper and Savage Arms for being the title sponsor of this tournament, adding $500 to the prize fund. Again, just a run-through of our sponsors. Again, I can't thank them enough. Tony and Susan Raynaud, Ace Mitchell Bowling Supplies, Better Bowling Concepts, Storm Products International, Buddy's Pro Shop, Cambridge Credit Counseling, Logo Infusion, Strike Effects Pro Shops, Turbo Grips, TechVision, Yankee Lanes, Keene and Manchester, Bullwinkle's Pro Shops, Savage Arms, Callahan's Bowlerama, DJ's Pro Shop, Many Styles of Bowling, Bloomfield Electric, GMS Concrete, Dexter, KR Strike Force, Grog Monster Sports, East Coast Sports Investors, Ideal Bowling Concepts, EJBT, UseBowlingballs.com, and Island Bowling Supply. Again, we are one match away from the finals, where Island Bowling Supply will be giving away 2 bowling balls, and all you have to do is like and share the live stream for the final match. You will be entered into that drawing, and randomly 2 winners will be selected for a free bowling ball.
Sounds good.
It's pretty easy. You click a few buttons, have a chance to win a bowling ball.
I've won once, but it was one of the regionals, and they did that, and I was very happy.
Dynamite commentary, Jared.
Listen, I was very happy. Bowling balls are expensive.
Absolutely, and it's free to like and subscribe.
Yes.
Like and share the feed. Sorry, not subscribe. I'm not on.
I know that was
not
my
on Twitch.
That was my fault, because I said that earlier.
We're gonna like and share the feed. We don't have to subscribe, but all right. So got matches here just starting. Looks like Colby started off the match with 9 spare. Thomas is going to start off the match with a strike.
Thomas has a good look over there too. He was looking pretty good in warm-ups as well.
And then right here in front of us, we have Brandon, who started with a strike on 33, and Chris is up on the right lane. Looks like he left a weak 10 there.
He went to what ball was it? Was last game he was throwing?
Just insert the word tour after every bowling ball.
What tour was it?
It was an Envy tour.
It was the Envy tour he was throwing, but now he's throwing a different swirly ball, which is you might know. I don't even know.
I believe that was a mindset.
Yes. I'm just going off of you. Did that sound good?
The new Brunswick release, or one of the newer Brunswick releases, that mindset. He did tell me that he threw that, I think, in qualifying on Saturday night when he was the high qualifier.
Yes.
And I think Thomas is actually throwing one as well.
Yes. Yep.
So, and I didn't quite see what Brandon was throwing in warm-ups. Is he still in that double cross, or is he in a purple?
I believe it's still a double cross.
Okay.
That was what he was throwing earlier.
So Thomas did start off with a double there on 31 and 2. Takes an early lead against Colby. Before he's stepping up here on the left lane, looking for his first strike.
So it looks like the only person in urethane right now is Brandon.
Yes. That was the Envy Tour. He got back into that ball.
That was the tour.
The IQ, obsession, envy.
Well, you can just call me Monty from, what do you call it, Major League.
Dynamite, come back there, Monty.
Fly ball, caught.
Those broadcasting classes are really paying off for you. Classic. All right, Colby stepping up here on the right lane looking for his first strike. It looks like he's in an altered.
That's a good shot.
That's a very good shot. I think that's an altered reality, if I'm not
mistaken.
Looks like
it.
It looks like he switched to that late in his match against Warren. And he threw a
See if I can get a look at it when it comes out. Yep, I believe that's what he's throwing.
Yeah, it looks like Brandon is still in the double cross here. Can't do much better than that.
That's pretty good. I'm doing it all day. And that's why he's here.
And just a reminder, just some upcoming events that we have. The weekend of June 17th and 18th. So on the 17th, we have the GMS Concrete over under 50 doubles. And on the 18th, we have the Grog Monsters Sports doubles in Cranston. Looking forward to that event. And as I mentioned earlier, this is a Paul Forey Memorial event for all of you that are, not familiar with the tournament. There is going to be 8 individual tournaments where the top 8 qualifiers are going to be seeded into a special event. I believe that's going to be held later this year in October. So just wanted to give a shout out for that event.
Yeah, it's pretty cool what Chris and Janine do for that. It's unbelievable.
I was talking to Amanda about it a little bit earlier. They were in the booth with me at the Buddies Pro Shop Open, and Chris and Janine were both talking to me about Paul and the event. And Chris is just from when I was a junior, he's always been such a great ambassador, and I know he's become one of your close friends.
Yeah. Last 2 to 3 years, it's been. It's cool too because everybody's always like, oh, Chris bowling, blah blah blah, and it's like, yeah, we talk about bowling, but like I said, last time we were in Pennsylvania, Chris talked a lot about his dad when we were we were going on a trip to a bowling tournament while Jen and the boys and Janine and Christian were waiting for us to get back. But so thank you guys for letting us bowl. But so yeah, had some good conversations. Like I said, become a really good friend. And Janine obviously as well. She's like I said, she's a sweetheart to have to deal with him. And I'm sure Janine would say the same thing for Jen about me. So. A
little bit of an errant shot there. Looks like he got that one up the lane a little bit.
Yep.
And looking over here at the Colby and Thomas match.
Thomas got 3 in a row here.
He's got a 3-bagger, and Colby's on a double. So.
Way out.
And that's really been the characteristic of the pattern. If you get it going in the the wrong launch angle, you get it going in the wrong direction. The ball just never recovers.
Yep. I noticed, like I said, that the first 2 games this morning on the fresh, you could just off my hand. It's like I didn't think it was that bad, and I'm not even hitting the head pin, missing right, whiffing, and it's like okay, I know I'm in the wrong spot, but.
Thomas up here shooting the washout.
Only getting 1 out of it.
6-1. So he's going to lose a few pins in count there. Colby can step up, strike here. He's already got the lead in the match with that open, but he can open up a pretty good lead against Thomas here with a double. And it looks like Forey may have gone to the tape. He did come back kind of.
He's got the glasses on. He's messing with the tape.
Yeah, he kind of gave the hand indication that something didn't quite feel right. So
I thought he was just flipping me off because.
All right, Colby stepping up here on lane 32. Looks like he likes it.
That's a good shot. He is locked.
Pure. So I'm curious. Chris is in 2 different balls right now. Like he's on the NV Tour on the left lane, that mindset on the right lane. He's gone flat 10, 4, 6, 7 on the right lane, and strike on the left lane. I wonder if we might see that NV Tour on the right lane.
He did that last game too. He was in 2 different bowling balls.
He was still on the purple on the right lane.
Yes.
little more online.
get out.
And just a hair.
Yeah, you got that one out a little.
210. Colby stepping up here on lane 31 and looking for a 4-bagger off of Coco's open. Likes that one. Great shot. Sorry, Jeremy, I had your microphone off.
No, thank you.
All right.
This is almost have to make this right now for Chris here.
And the 4th frame.
Oh, good shot. I just missed it. Yeah, Brandon can really step on the throat already.
Yeah, he's in pure stroke right now. Everything's just been clean off his hand, posting shots, hitting his mark. Ball's running the 8-pin over every frame.
Yep.
So Thomas looking here to bounce back after his open. Colby did throw the double, so he's opened up a pretty good lead. Looks better.
Looks like a better shot there. Good ball.
And that's maybe a board difference.
Yeah, it doesn't take much.
And it's funny, you know, I talked to some of the bowlers and they saw, you know, oh, the ratio's 5-1. They're going to be walled. They're going to be easy. Scores are going to be high. Well,
you know what I thought was pretty crazy was the first squad this morning. The cut was it 40? I think it was 40 for the first. If I
can tell you right now. So you're talking about
for the first game.
Oh, first game.
It was like plus 40, and then it jumped to plus 70 after 2, which was just like I was like, holy moly! But
it ended at plus 93.
Yep. Then it just evened out big time, which was good because then it gave me hope to bowl again.
See again, that one better, a little more online.
Good shot. Keep them in the match here.
So that match stays pretty close. But I think that's what happens. You know, you saw the combination of guys throwing, or the players throwing urethane. You saw reactive. And I think with the reactive balls, you know, those can really carve up the fronts. The fronts here are already hooked.
Yeah.
Urethane can stretch the pattern. So if you got, you know, a whole squad of players that are not playing them the same, they can get ugly.
Yeah.
And you definitely saw the scoring pace level out.
This particular pattern, I think, really you could see it on that. So you had certain guys throwing urethane, other guys not, and or you'd go from pair to pair, and it was like, oh, this isn't even close to what I just bowled on, but.
Looks a little left, but ooh. All right, so.
Got another match going now.
That double by Coco is that's gonna bring that match to about even. But Coco's going to have the advantage on the double. Valone, last shot. Looks like he may have missed it a little off his hand. He'll, you know, half bucket here, but he's still well in control. See, that looks a lot better.
That's still a good shot,
and
though.
Of course, I tell you, he's running the 8-pin over, and it goes right by it. So Forey's going to need to step up and throw a double here. All right, so let's take a look. Colby is at 136 in the 6th on an open. Coco is at 80 in the 4th on a double. So we're looking at 230 to, I'm sorry, 260 to 256 in that match.
Yes.
That's a 4-pin match.
Brandon grabs the easy spare. I think for Chris, I think this is kind of a.
It's one of those must.
This is a must.
And it looks like he's going back into the purple.
Yep. Now's the time to try something, try to make a move, see what happens.
Great bounce back shot there by Colby.
Hagemoser? Did I get it right?
Hagemoser. Hagemoser. I'm not sure if it's Hay or Ha, but.
I don't even know my last name. I tell people to call me Hart. It's a lot easier. That's got to get up a lot. Oh, no. So on 35 and 36, when Chris bowled his first match after the bye, that was the pair actually I bowled on, and he was peeling the urethane right off that spot. I don't know if he's probably standing a little further left now, but like I said, just goes to show you the difference from pair to pair.
Thank you again, Chris Page. Phonetically, it's Hagemoser.
Hagemoser. So did I get it right before?
You threw a mystery L in there at one point, but
Oh,
that's okay.
good shot. Good shot. All you know is he throws the ball a lot better than I do.
All right, so Coco actually left a 7-pin. So that match is going to be looking at 11 pins.
Yep. Nothing like the old ball return call right in the middle of your backswing.
Gotta love it. At least it wasn't us.
Yeah. The amazing thing, too, is like I actually stopped today for the first time ever. I was on the approach, and I saw something off to the right of me, and I never can stop. And I actually did, and I was very proud of myself. Then my next shot, I threw a split. So I should have just kept going.
That's right, Jeremy, you might remember this because I'm a lot like you. I don't like to stop. Once I'm in my approach, I keep going. And I remember bowling league at Northampton, the front 11, and I'm stepping up in the 12th. I'm probably at the top of my backswing, and the masking unit on the rain to the right of me just collapses.
I do remember that.
And I still went. I proceeded to plaque a 10-pin, and everybody asked me why I didn't stop, and I just told them I couldn't.
Yep.
I just think when I'm committed, I just go.
Yep, that's what I do.
And I believe Dave Thomas may have that on film somewhere.
Yeah, and Chris is in all sorts of trouble now. I'll never forget. It was like my it's probably my second or third time bowling nationals, and I can't remember who it was that we were bowling with, but there was a guy to the right of us bowling. His thumb got. I think we were in Reno, and his thumb got stuck in the ball, and the ball went flying in the air and just like slammed on the lane. And the guy we were bowling with, as he was bowling, he still went threw the ball, and as he threw the ball, you could see his head bouncing up and down, watching the guy's ball bounce down the lane.
Fantastic.
As he proceeds to throw it in the gutter. I'm like, why didn't you stop?
All right.
Good shot.
Well, Forey putting on a split shooting clinic right now.
You never know. You never know.
Although the super washout isn't considered a split, but I'll give it to him.
Yes.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
All right. So
that's still a card.
That's true. All right. So back to the Hagemoser match. All right. So Colby.
Good shot.
That's a
big
huge
shot
double.
by Colby.
That's going to give him the lead in the match again.
He throws it really good.
Yeah, and he's throwing, that altered reality, and he's going a little bit left to right with it. Which
Yeah.
You didn't see the righties really do today, but he's getting his ball to stop.
Oh, yeah. It picks up and it just sits there, which is great. That's a good sign. That's a good shot there by Brandon.
7. He just needs to fill frames, avoid some big nasty splits. And Colby can step up here, throw another one, and he's going to have ball in hand no matter what Thomas does in the 9th and 10th.
Yep.
He's been throwing it great. So
Yeah,
I have
last two matches.
I expect this one to be close.
Good shot.
Close enough.
Good shot. Those are the ones that go here, those light mixers like that. Sometimes they're much better than flush.
I would agree that the light mixers here are definitely better than the high hits.
Oh, yeah.
You see a lot more
way
bucket
too
crumbles and trip fours and vice versa for the lefties.
Way too many 9 pins when you're
I
flushing.
know for somebody who has a 250 rev rate like myself,
Oh, yeah.
I leave too many 9 pins in this building.
Just think, if you put my rev rate and your rev rate together, We're still probably 500 revs less than most of the guys on tour. Kind of wish I didn't just say that.
All right, so Thomas stepping up here in the right lane, 32. He's gonna need to string some strikes here. That's a 4-pin.
That wasn't a bad shot either. That one just picked up early on him.
Colby, depending on what Coco does, is just gonna need a mark in the 10th.
Yep.
Yeah, Brandon here is really just looking to fill frames.
Great shot by Brandon.
That's one way to do it.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that. But it does look like, you know, based on what we're looking at in front of us right now, it looks like we're going to have a lefty-righty final.
Very well could be, yeah.
Very well could be. As I mentioned, Colby here has 256 out. He is on a 3-bagger going into the 10th. Thomas did just leave that 4-pin. He has 219, so he's going to need some help. Forey he's basically on life support right now. He needs a double.
Yeah,
he needs a double, and he's going to need a lot of help.
Looks like he's changed balls again here.
Yep, he's back in that mindset. He's going around the lane a little bit more. Great shot.
Good shot. Good move.
Thomas.
That one is all she wrote.
We're going to see Colby Hagemoser is going to be our first bowler into the finals here. So congrats to Colby.
Great bowling by Coco, though.
Absolutely.
He's one that you always seem to see him in the finals. Maybe not, you know, not always top 4, but I mean, he's always in match play every time. I haven't seen him bowl in a while lately, though.
Neither have I. But every time I do see him, he does seem to find his way into match play, and he tends to win a couple of matches.
Yep.
All right, so Forey stepping up here on lane 33.
If he can at least throw a double here, at least get Brandon thinking a little.
Say 6-baggers were hard to come by, but
Okay.
I will say I'm sure Forey's thrown a few of those in his day. Seems to like it.
It's got to get up. Good shot.
All right. Colby here, that looks like he's looking at a different ball. Looks like an IQ Tour
That's an
Ruby.
IQ Tour Ruby. I don't have one of those, but people love it. Of course, if I had one, I'd probably hit it at 500.
It's another ball with the word tour in it.
Now I'm all messed up.
Brandon stepping up here on the right lane. Likes it.
That looks good. Oh, that's a good shot.
Swisher 7. Okay. Colby misses the 4-pin, but that match
He did
was
not
already
need it,
over.
obviously.
I do wonder if he wanted to take a look at another piece.
Yeah.
Though.
Yep. Granted, like I said, think about going to the final championship match pair. They haven't been bowled on, what, in 2 rounds? Is that how it is?
Let me take a look here. I believe nobody has bowled on those in 2 rounds. And I have our fearless leader behind us.
How's it going, boys?
Not too bad. This is.
We're talking about golf. Oh, I mean bowling.
Don't yell 4, not in this sport.
I had one of those today. Good cover, good cover.
Well, this match, it looked like Brandon was going to run away with it early.
Yep.
And now we're only looking at about 30 pins, depending on what he does here. Before he steps up and he throws the next 4, we're going to hear about it.
Yes, we will.
He's going to let everybody in Chicopee know.
probably going to be beyond Chicopee at this point.
Janine, I can zoom in on the scores for you. Hold on just a second. This is what we're looking at right now. So Brendan does have 235.
Ooh, that's out. This has just
We're gonna
gotten
go back
very
to the
interesting.
widescreen. And this is why you never give up. So we did see Chris make this on the right-hand side before. So it is makeable. And if my math is correct, if he misses, Forey can strike out and win by a pin.
Considering the fact that I'm terrible at math, I'm going to take your word for it. That's a good shot. Oh, wait a minute.
Comes out.
That was a good attempt.
All right, so
that was
here's
close.
the story, Jeremy.
How's this work?
192 with an additional 120 gets you 212.
Hold on. I got to take my shoes off so I can count with my toes. Okay, go ahead.
181 and 30 gets you to 211.
Gotcha.
So what you're telling me is it's a one-pin match.
So it's a one-pin match. I wasn't paying attention to anything. I'm just kidding.
That's okay.
Huge
Thinking about
shot here. No, actually, no, I not anymore. I'm terrible at it. Mini golf's good, but meanwhile here, Chris is a big shot here.
Hey, he went back to the mindset. Looks like he moved his feet a little further left,
Yep.
and the last two shots have been
He's had a very good look.
perfect.
Good roll.
Okay, that looks very similar.
Good shot. Oh,
Flat 10. Janine said, "Do not start with the mini golf."
oh, that's right. She kicked my butt last time we played. That was great. We everybody got a hole in one, like back to back to back to back. We were like pro mini golfers. Then I got mad and pulled a Happy Gilmore and hit the clown's nose with the club.
Perfect. Not this pin that's right here in front of him.
That's about what it looked like.
All right, so let's take a look at the scores here. Chris with a spare is going to be at 151.
Oh no, Chris.
And this match is now mathematically over. So Brandon Vallone is going to move on to our championship match against Colby Hagemoser again. Chris with a great run in match play today.
Yeah, he's been bowling really good.
Again, just the example. He's been bowling great in match play, and it's just one of these pairs that if you don't catch it quickly, it can trick you.
Yep.
But we're gonna end this. We're gonna end the stream here, so we can move the camera over to 35 and 6. We'll see you in the finals. And again, remember for the final match, everybody, all you have to do is like and share the feed. That is going to give you a chance for a free bowling ball from Island Bowling Supply. So we'll be back here in just a few minutes for the final match.